Like to play this one. Entertain.
What do you think?
Okay.
Martin? We're going to Martin, we're going to go entertainment. Yep, Martin's doing entertainment.
Okay.
OK, Martin, who would you like to play from the Eggheads?
Who are you going to play?
Who are you going to play?
CJ?
Okay. Yeah.
Well, CJ probably...
The same era.
Yes, you'd have this...
CJ, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, Martin will play against CJ.
OK, let's have you both into the question room then, please. Right, Martin, we always let the challengers choose. Do you want to start or let CJ begin?
I think I'll let CJ go first.
OK, first set of questions for you, CJ. Walking on Broken Glass and No More I Love Yous were UK top 10 hit singles during the 1990s for which singer? Annie Lennox, Dido or Cher?
They were both by Annie Lennox.
They most certainly were. It's the right answer, CJ. OK, Martin. Which American soap opera, which ran in the USA from 1964 to 1969, made stars of both Ryan O'Neal and Mia Farrow? Days of Our Lives, Dallas or Peyton Place? Which American soap opera, which ran in the USA from 1964 to 1969, made stars of both Ryan O'Neal and Mia Farrow?
I know it's not Dallas, because that would have been in the 80s, I think. To be honest, I've never heard of Peyton Place, and I have heard of Days of Our Lives. I'll take a guess at Days of Our Lives.
OK, Ryan O'Neal and Mia Farrow were in Peyton Place, the one you hadn't heard of there, Martin. OK, chance for CJ to go in a 2-0 lead. CJ, which comedian co-wrote and stars in the TV sitcom Not Going Out? Lee Mack, Steve Coogan or Dylan Moran? Which comedian co-wrote and stars in the TV sitcom Not Going Out?
I haven't seen you because I don't really get this guy, but it's Lee Mack.
Lee Mack it is. That's the right answer, CJ. So, Martin, got to get this one. Martin, in which 1942 film did the Irving Berlin song White Christmas make its first public appearance? Easter Parade, Flying Down to Rio or Holiday Inn?
I think that's Holiday Inn.
Yes, indeed. Well done. Off the mark. And got to hope CJ doesn't get this. OK, CJ, which actress was born Lucille Fay Lesueur in 1908? Betty Davis, Joan Crawford or Claudette Colbert?
I think... Oh, dear, let me get this the right way around. I think it's Joan Crawford.
It is the right answer, CJ, which means, Martin, you're not going to be playing in the final round. You don't get a look at another question even, I'm afraid. Would you both please come back and join your teams? So, Martin out of the final round. The Egghead's all still there, of course, at this point. Our next head-to-head is history. Who'd like to play this?
Right.
Martin.
Who's the...
Martin. Maybe put a disguise on, Martin. Come back.
No, I'll do it. I'll take
Okay. So,
That's Lulu, yeah.
yes? You're sure about that?
Right, okay.
Colin's going to do history.
All right, Colin,
Here
who'd you like to play? Can't be
Chris.
CJ.
We'll make it heavyweight contest, me and Chris.
Okay, heavyweight contest. Right. Let's see if you're both fit in the
Oldies of
question
the
room
world
then.
unite.
Eggheads, please, Eggheads. Let's have you both in the question room then, please. Well, Colin, I hope you're feeling on top form because Chris certainly is in this category. He's played 27 times during the course of Eggheads and lost just twice. This might have a bearing on the outcome. Would you like to go first or second, Colin?
I'll go first, please, Dermot.
Okay, switching back to going first from the challengers. Colin, this is your question then. In which country did the 1690 Battle of the Boyne take place? Ireland, Scotland or France? In which country did the 1690 Battle of the Boyne take place?
Well, I'm going to eliminate France, because it doesn't sound very French. I don't think it was Scotland, so I'm going to go for Ireland.
Battle of the Boyne? Yep, Ireland is the right answer.
Go on, cheer louder than that.
They will when you win, Colin.
Oh.
OK, Chris. In 37 BC, Herod the Great was appointed king of which ancient region? Hibernia, Mauritania or Judea?
Oh, yeah. Because he came up against the Judean People's Front, the People's Front of Judea, didn't he? He was the king of Judea at the time of the birth of Christ.
This is your Life of Brian fixation again.
Yeah. He's over there.
Of course, all Chris's historical knowledge of that period comes from Monty Python. Judea is the right answer. OK, Colin, back to you. Whose death warrant was signed by Elizabeth I on the 1st of February 1587? The Earl of Leicester, Mary Queen of Scots, or Lord Burleigh?
Unfortunately, I wasn't around in those days, but I'm not far off. But I don't really know this. Mary Queen of Scots. I'm going to go for Mary Queen of Scots. I know she was executed.
OK, yeah, it's the right answer. Well done, Colin. Yes.
Come on, louder.
I think your teammates well knew that. Cheering before I confirmed it for you. Yep, right answer. OK, Chris, which Parisian railway station was named after a famous 1805 battle in which Napoleon beat both the Austrians and the Russians? Montparnasse, Austerlitz, or Saint-Lazare?
Well, Saint-Lazare is St. Lazarus. Montparnasse is the name of a suburb of Paris. So the battle was Austerlitz. Austerlitz.
And have you been to the station?
Gare d'Austerlitz? No. No.
It is the right answer, yes. OK, both going strongly. Colin, this is your question. Colin, the ministers of Charles II, known collectively as the Cabal, were Clifford, Ashley Cooper, Buckingham, Arlington, and who? Lauderdale, Lowell, or Lansbury? The ministers of Charles II, known collectively as the Cabal, were Clifford, Ashley Cooper, Buckingham, Arlington, and who?
Well, they all begin with L, so I've got a good start there. So something beginning with L. I've never heard of any of them, to be honest. So it's going to be a complete one in the dark. I'm going to go for Lansbury.
OK, Lansbury. Clifford, Ashley Cooper, Buckingham, Arlington, and Lauderdale. I'm sorry, Colin, it's not right. Lauderdale was the other member of the Cabal. So, a chance for Chris to go through. Chris, which town in England was known to the Romans as Camulodunum? Is it Cirencester, Colchester, or Chesterfield? Which town in England was known to the Romans as Camulodunum?
Well, it's reputedly the oldest town in England. Iceni country, it's Colchester.
The Roman name for Colchester. It's the right answer, Chris. You're through to the final round. Colin, you won't be playing for the money today. Would you both please come back and join your teams? Well, the first two rounds gone against O'Flaherty's youth team. 2 brains, therefore, will be missing from the final round. The Eggheads are all still there. Our next subject is sport. Who'd like to play this? Sport? Ali? Maria? Peter?
I think we've... Peter?
OK.
And
Yeah.
take on Judith, I think.
Right, so Peter taking on...
Favourite subject?
You've made Judith very happy, Peter.
No, she is getting better at it, though. That's the trouble.
You're right. You're
Yeah.
absolutely right. She's put together some winning streaks in this. OK, let's see how you do in the question room, both of you, please. Right, Peter. What do you want to do? First or second for you?
I'll go first, please, damn it.
Good luck. Here's your question. Whom did Roger Federer defeat in the final of the 2007 US Open? Rafael Nadal, Nikolai Davydenko, or Novak Djokovic? Who did Roger Federer defeat in the final of the 2007 US Open?
Tennis is my least favourite of subjects. However, I don't recognise Davydenko as being there, nor Djokovic. I'm going to go for Rafael Nadal.
Yeah, quite often his regular sparring partner, but it was Djokovic in the US Open. Djokovic, not Rafael Nadal. OK, well, Judith, you didn't get that question. I'm sure you would have liked it. Tennis is one of your stronger elements, isn't it, in sport?
Wish I had.
Well, Peter didn't get it correct, so still a chance for the lead with this one for you. A senior professional boxer weighing no more than 126 pounds would be classed in which division? Featherweight, welterweight, or middleweight?
Well, it's very, very light, that, isn't it? It's not even 9 stone, is it? It's not even 9 stones, 8 stone something. They're just tiny. I think it must be featherweight.
Yep, it's the right answer. Well done, Judith. Featherweight is correct. Well worked out. OK, well, Peter, let's see if we can get you off the mark with this one. Who lit the flame inside the stadium at the 2000 Olympic Games? Ian Thorpe, Cathy Freeman, or Dawn Fraser?
was obviously one of those Australians. I think it was Kathy Freeman.
Kathy Freeman, you think? Now you know, it's the right answer. Yes, Kathy Freeman is correct. She went on to win gold, didn't she, in the Olympics? 400 metres. OK, but Judith can stay in the lead if she gets this. In which winter sport would slap skates or clap skates be worn? Ice hockey, speed skating or figure skating? In which winter sport would slap skates or clap skates be worn?
Well, I don't think it's figure skating. I think it might be speed skating. That's my answer.
It is the right answer. Yes, speed skating is correct. Right, well, you've got to get this one then, Peter. The record win in an FA Cup tie was set in 1887 when Preston North End defeated Hyde United by what scoreline? 13-0, 26-13 or 26-0?
Well, 26-13 sounds the sort of result we'd have on a Saturday, so I think it's unlikely that that happened in pro football. 26-0 just sounds incredible for anything of that sort. And I'm sure I would have seen that, so I'm going to go for 13-0.
OK, 13-0. Preston 13, Hyde United 0. Was not the score, it was 26-0. The big one, 26-0 they beat Hyde United by back in 1887. And Judith has beaten you 2-1 in this particular head-to-head. Would you both please come back and join your teams? I'd like to play this one. Entertain.
What do you think?
Okay.
Martin? We go to Martin, we're going to go entertainment. Yep, Martin's doing entertainment.
Okay.
OK, Martin, who would you like to play from the Eggheads?
Who are you going to play?
Who are you going to play?
CJ?
Okay. Yeah.
Well, CJ probably...
The same era.
Yes,
Go for it.
you'd have this...
CJ, yeah?
Yeah. All right.
Martin
Yeah,
will play against CJ.
OK, let's have you both into the question room then, please. Right, Martin, we always let the challengers choose. Do you want to start or let CJ's for which singer? Annie Lennox, Dido or Cher?
They were both by Annie Lennox.
They most certainly were. It's the right answer, CJ. OK, Martin. Which American soap opera, which ran in the USA from 1964 to 1969, made stars of both Ryan O'Neal and Mia Farrow? Days of Our Lives, Dallas or Peyton Place? Which American soap opera, which ran in the USA from 1964 to 1969, made stars of both Ryan... Begin.
I think I'll let CJ go first.
OK. First set of questions for you, CJ. Walking on Broken Glass and No More I Love Yous were UK top 10 hit singles during the 1990s.